Hello there, this is Bob Hall with Hallsome Farms. Today we're going to show you the Wicking Bed Garden. You can see it looks like a raised bed garden, but they're in containers, and they work very much like aquaponic beds, whereas you have a closed container and you're holding water. These are extremely water efficient, and you can grow plants here that you cannot grow in aquaponics. And the way these work, you can see there's a pipe, and that pipe is your fill pipe, and it goes all along the bottom of the tote, and the bottom pipe is perforated, so when you fill it up, water flows through it. The first 4 inches of this bed, you can see where the drain plug is. The first 4 inches is filled with rock, and then we put a drain hole at that level, and we put a weed barrier on top of that rock base, which is your reservoir, and then we can fill it with whatever medium we want to fill it with to accommodate whatever types of plants we want to grow. And then on top of that, I put wood chips, which is indicative of the back to Eden type gardening. And here I have asparagus growing. In the back there you can see some celery. Here we have strawberries. And I made a bigger bed out of my first aquaponic bed that no longer does aquaponics. And we're growing corn. And I do have some corn coming up, and what we did is I planted this corn, and then 3 weeks later, because this bed split into 2, I planted this corn. So in theory, we should be able to produce and harvest corn for about 6, maybe 8 weeks as the different stalks mature at different times. That's the theory anyway. I'll have to let you know how that goes. And these containers, here's a container here, you can buy at any big box stores, Costco, Home Depot, anything like that. And they're anywhere from around $12. Of course, just use PVC pipe. It's all slip fit. And then you can see I paint the containers white. And you have to use enamel paint. Don't get the real cheapy white paint because it'll peel too quickly. But if you get enamel, it seems to stick to the plastic better. And we live here in Texas, and I want to show you, here in Texas, I actually have blueberries growing. These are my blueberries. Blueberries will not grow in our soil. Our soil pH is around 8 or so, maybe even a little higher in some cases, and blueberries like a pH of around 4 or 5. So in these beds, I don't have any soil at all. I just have peat moss, 50% peat moss and 50% pine bark, and these things have been just flourishing. And you can see, I don't know how close up you can get, but see the blueberries, and they are delicious. You didn't think you could grow blueberries in Texas, but you can. And here, needs some weeding, but got the same thing. I've got wicking beds growing raspberries. Raspberries is another product that seemingly is difficult to grow in Texas. But there they are. They're growing. And they're looking good. Then, on this side of the Wicking Bed Garden, I have blackberries growing. And the blackberries like heat, and so we're just in the beginnings of June, and you can see that they are just now starting to flower. And there's even a couple little berries on there. So that's pretty exciting. And then you can see there's the rest of my potato garden, which I've started to harvest some potatoes, and I've even planted some sweet potatoes in their place. And today, hopefully, I will continue harvesting them and replanting them with with sweet potatoes, and maybe I'll make a video of that as well. This is Bob Hall with Hallsome Farms. Thanks for watching, and if you like our videos, please subscribe.